Okay, today we're going to look at the problem in the figure. Lines M and N are parallel. If x equals 6k plus 13 and y equals 8k minus 29, what is the value of z? So when we see this figure, we're told that M and N are parallel and they're being crossed by what we call a transversal. So this setup is really common in geometry, and it allows us to know a bunch of rules, which are really helpful. So when we look at these first two angles, x and y, we see they're vertical angles, which means that angle x equals angle y. And we can use this fact along with these two equations to try and figure out, well, what's k? So x is the same as 6k plus 13, and y is the same as 8k minus 29, and they're equal to each other. So therefore we can know that 6k plus 13 equals 8k minus 29. So we're going to work through solving that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my k's together. So I'm going to subtract 6k on both sides and get that 13 equals 2k minus 29. Then I'm going to add 29 on both sides to get that 42 equals 2k. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2 and get that k equals 21. So now that I have my k value, I should be able to plug it back into either my x or my y to figure out x or y's angle measurement. So I could plug into x equals 6k plus 13 or y equals 8k minus 29. They'll give me the same value. I'm going to start with the x one. So we go x equals 6 times, instead of k, I'm going to plug in 21 plus 13. I know that 6 times 21 is 126. And I need to add 13 to that. So x equals 139 degrees. So if x is 139 degrees, then y is 139 degrees because they're vertical angles. And because this is a transversal that's crossing two parallel lines, we also know that this value down here is 139 degrees because they're alternating interior angles. Now, when we look at this angle and z, or y and z, we know that those values, those angles, are supplementary. So y plus z equal 180 degrees because they're supplementary. And we know y and this angle and this angle and this angle are 139. So 139 plus z equals 180. I can subtract 139 on both sides, and then I get z equals 41 degrees. And we are done. If you have a question about math homework or another math problem you'd like me to look at, add it in the comments.